usually I laugh and judge people when they be online crying, but what I just experienced is so traumatic. I went to pick up my 6-year-old from school. I'm in the pickup line. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. They keep on calling his name on the little two-way mics. They kept calling his name, and he wasn't coming. Everybody else is driving off with their kids, and my kid was not coming. So I got out the car, and I'm like, where is my child? And his own teacher that I dropped him off to this morning looked me dead in my face and said, oh, I thought you said on the second day he was going on the daycare. And I'm like, what? I didn't tell you that. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all, they didn't know where he was at. I called the police. I acted a plum fool because where is my fucking child? They said he was on one daycare bus, priceless. I called Priceless. I kept telling the woman, get Priceless on the phone, get Priceless on the phone. She was taking too long, so I called Priceless, and the woman said, oh, we don't have no Caleb here. Like, I said, huh? And that's when I threatened to punch the woman in the face, because why you see her and told me this bold-faced lie? She ran back into the building. The principal comes at this point. Bitch, I done called 911. I called the police because my child is missing. They trying to kidnap my child. What's going on? I called the police. I'm starting to get irate because they're looking like deer in headlights. Like, where is my child? I called the police, y'all. This time I'm threatening to punch the woman in the face. So I go with the principal into the office. I'm like, run me these cameras because I need to see where my child, who he left, what's going on. I need to see the cameras. Run me the cameras. So she go to her computer like she finna run the cameras. She's like, oh, we found him. He's on Priceless daycare, man. He on his way back. I said, that's a damn lie because I just called Priceless and they didn't know where he was at. Find my motherfucking child right now. I said, find my child right. I said, if you don't locate him within about 5 minutes, it's going to be hell to pay in here. I said, you know the movie Straw? That's what's about to happen up in here. She get the daycare back on the phone, put it on speakerphone, and they confirmed that he was indeed on the van. And he was headed back en route. But that pissed me off because anybody could have got my child. Anybody could come and pick him up. And y'all could have released him to Jason, as far as I know. I know the police done came up. The woman told me, do you want to come in here and sit down? No. I said I want to stay right here because I want to stay right here beside this police because that's the only thing stopping me from wringing somebody's neck right now. Anywho, they got my fucking child. I didn't go to jail for threatening people and threatening violence. As a matter of fact, the police was nodding when I was making my points because how the fuck y'all lost my child? And I dropped him off here this morning. Do you know how fucking scary that is? Oh my God. And it was so scary. I wasn't picking up my phone to record. and now that it's over with and he's located, I'm like, damn, I wish I would have recorded this so people could see how easy it is to fucking get your kid kidnapped or lost or trafficked. Like, what is going on? I'm starting to believe the conspiracies. There might be tunnels under the school and shit. Who told them to do this? Who told them to put my... And then they said he was signed off on some paperwork to go to this daycare. What paperwork? I need a drink because I need a drink. Because after that was so fucking traumatic to me. Like, I was literally about to become Janaya off of Straw. I literally was there. I understand how... What? You mean you don't know where my child is at? Anywho. Happy Tuesday. Where's the culprit without a care in the world? Hello? Lost and found. Do you have anything to say for yourself? on my nerves.
Yo, it's your boy Scholy. Welcome back to another episode of NBH TV, Natural Born Hustlers TV. And today we got a woman that's very irate, as she should be, over her child, man. I couldn't imagine going up to a school where I know that I dropped my child off at, and they talking about, yeah, we don't got him, or he went on the bus and something, and I didn't approve that. I would literally go crazy, man. These schools have to do better. Because if that lady would have really wowed out, slapped somebody, and really did some crazy stuff off of emotions, who could have blamed her? Anybody with kid will understand that you can't blame a person, a mother or a father, for defending their kid, especially when it's a mess up. Me personally, that's why I can't work in that type of setting, because if I mess up, I can't even be mad. It's like, as a police officer, you have zero space to mess up. As a teacher, or a principal, or anybody that work with kids, you have zero space to mess up. Y'all have to pick y'all professions correctly, and if you're not a person that pays attention to details, then don't do it. You can mess up a McDonald's order, something like that. You know what I'm saying? You can mess that up and still have another day to come back to work. But as a teacher, I couldn't even imagine. This lady actually did pretty well. She still kept it very cute, very demure, and she still kind of kept her composure. Because me, on the other hand, I don't know what I would have did, man. What would y'all do if y'all kid was up in this situation where y'all dropped them off to a daycare or even a school, and you come to pick them up, everybody else kid coming out, and they just telling you like, yeah, well, he got on a bus that he don't supposed to be on. What would y'all do? Me personally, I'm wilding. I probably would have went to jail that day, and that's not a good thing. I'm not promoting violence in no type of way, but my shorty not there, and I know that I dropped them off, and they supposed to be there. That'd be tough on me, man. I really don't know what I'd do. That's one of them type of situations where you will have to go through it to really understand what you would do. Because we can say all day, well, I won't do this, I won't do that. But if you know, you know. It's certain situations where you just don't know what you would do. Like, I hate when people find themselves in, or find somebody else in a crazy situation. They like, I would have did this, or I wouldn't have did that. You honestly don't know what you would do. But when it comes to my kids, man, I love all three of them dearly, and I'm willing to do anything. And when it comes to them, I get very emotional, man. I had situations recently in a court where I just something else come out of me, man, and it's like the parent in me just want things to be cool when it comes to my kids. And if you're not the type of guy or the type of woman that cares about your kid like that, then I'm gonna pray for you, because I feel like as a father or as a mother, you should always have this certain switch or this certain button, if it get pressed, that you can just go crazy. It'll be an out of body experience. Me personally, when it comes to my little girls, and if there's anything that I feel like that I need to be involved with, or something that I honestly feel like shouldn't go that way, I freak out, man. And it don't always be the best thing. I don't give a fuck about no judges. I don't give a fuck about no police. I don't care about nothing, bro. And I really hate when I turn to that person, because it's like, man, that's not healthy. Maybe for me or the kids, and then they try to paint you as this crazy person, even though that you are doing the right things as a parent as far as reacting that way. But if that make me the crazy black man for reacting like that for my kids, or how the school maybe look at her for now on, maybe look at her as the crazy black lady who came up there and threatened to beat the fuck out the principal and the teacher, then hey, when it's for your kids, then that's the right thing to do, man. Because I will always want my parent, or I want to be the parent that'll fight for my kids the same way that I want somebody to fight for me, you know? So let me know how y'all feel about this video in the comment section. It's your boy Scholy. Until we meet again, my friend, I'm out. Let's go.